The Resident Evil series has been around for 20 plus years, and with the years of lore and adventures come many secrets even the super fans don't know about. In this video, I'll go over some secrets you may have missed across all of the Resident Evil series. And if you like this video, support the channel and subscribe to join the loser gang. It's completely free and you can always change your mind. We all know the lovable cute Tofu person that exists in Resident Evil 2 and its remake, but did you know it was supposed to appear in Resident Evil 3 as well? Originally created for hit detection tests, Tofu became a funny and cute staple of Resident Evil 2 mercenary mode. With plans to join in Resident Evil 3, they were later scrapped later as development progressed. Although you can find a model with the help of Game Shark, I do wonder why they never put Tofu in RE3. You ever seen a ghost in a Resident Evil game? Well, if you haven't, be prepared for the secret, because in Resident Evil 4 you can almost see a ghostly figure within the crappy military section far off into the distance near the final boss area. Upon further investigation, it looks like a person with regular street clothes. No one knows who this is exactly. I personally think it's a developer. Who do you think it is? Comment down below. Hand grenades do not exist. Wait, you're probably a little confused on what I mean. In Resident Evil 0, the game that basically played as the prequel that started it all, which featured a semi-co-op adventure that allowed you to play as two characters at once, hand grenades don't exist in this game. Although you can possibly find them in the files and see menu icons of them, you cannot use them even with cheats. Hidden Resident Evil storylines are always fun to look into, but did you know in Resident Evil Outbreak, Resident Evil's first multiplayer-oriented game released in 2003, that there was a hidden scenario involving one of the soldiers in Hunk's team? His name was Miguel, and it would have tied into Resident Evil 3. However, Miguel was meant to pass away, as hidden game files show him with his chest missing. To continue on with hidden scenarios, Hunk was also going to be featured in Resident Evil Outbreak. He was going to lead a team through Raccoon City and get them to safety. But knowing the RE universe and how it treats military squads, I wouldn't be surprised if Hunk became the sole survivor in this mission. The voice lines in the Resident Evil series were so varied and common that it essentially pioneered lengthy scripts within the game's medium. CD-ROMs and memory cards helped, as a lot of audio space needed to be fit within the game. Early Japanese versions of Resident Evil 2 had a ton of unused lines within the game, from bloopers, bad line readings, alternative tapes, and even screams that weren't heard of. Here's a few examples.
No, that sounds so stupid now. Okay, I really enjoy being with you.
Oh, son of a... Hold your fire!
Sorry about that.
There are some unused dogs within the Resident Evil Outbreak series that were meant to be enemies within the game's different scenarios, but through unknown means weren't used. They were two-headed and cool looking, only named G-Dogs. The files, however, can be found in-game. The unreleased Thick Boy Zombie is an unnamed enemy that would have appeared within Resident Evil Outbreak. Through game files, it looks like a bigger person with cuts all over its body. This zombie most likely would have been found in a morgue of some sorts. The purple herb. Have you ever found a purple herb in a Resident Evil game? Super rare? Hard to find? Or is it the Mandela effect? Well, fear not, because it doesn't exist. The purple herb was a mix of the blue and green herb to give the effect of curing poison and healing wounds. You see, the green herb heals and the blue herb cures poison, so the purple herb would have done both easily, but it was later scrapped for unknown reasons, or possibly to make the game harder. I don't know. Resident Evil is no stranger to ridiculously powerful badass weapons, especially after you beat the game on difficult runs. Did you know in the Resident Evil remake on GameCube, it was supposed to feature a ridiculously powerful laser weapon similar to the one on Resident Evil 4 that would destroy anything in your way? It can be found in files and uses the same model as a flamethrower, except it shoots out a dangerous beam of energy. It is unknown why this weapon was never used. In the Winter's home, there seems to be a bobblehead found there. Most Resident Evil 7 fans will remember this because the bobbleheads were scattered around the Baker house. I guess Ethan thought it was really cool to keep a memento for the worst night of his life. Did you know that in Resident Evil Village, there's a direct homage to Resident Evil 3.5, the unreleased Resident Evil 4 version? In one of the trailers of Resident Evil 3.5, you see Leon getting attacked by hallucinations of creepy dolls. Now, when you're in the Benviento house in Resident Evil Village, you see the same thing happening to Ethan. This is most likely a tribute or a direct homage to the old version of Resident Evil 3.5. Again, in Resident Evil Village, you may have noticed a treasure called Ingrid's necklace. It's dropped by one of the zombies you kill in the castle of my big tall vampire queen. Well, you see, this is a direct callback to the RE Village PS5 exclusive Maiden demo. That necklace belonged to Ingrid, who met a grisly fate at the hands of my tall wife. Did you know in a Sega Saturn version of the original Resident Evil game, there was an exclusive mode called Battle Game, and one of the enemies you face is actually a zombified Albert Wesker, who does take a little bit more shots to actually put down. Also, there is a hidden Mega Man drawing in the file EM102D.EMD. He kind of shares the palette of Chris's skin. That's all the secrets I have for today, fellas. Please comment down below if you knew some of these or you didn't, or maybe even comment down secrets you did know and I never found out. I'd love to hear them. See you guys later.